Hello everybody, Furo here, welcome to a fresh Gwent video. Today we are checking out some Dagon Swarm deck that I've played over the weekend with some decent success. When the latest patch was released, the first impression was pretty bad for monsters as a whole in comparison to some other factions, but a few weeks later and here we are, sitting in a meta where Dagon once again was able to survive and nowadays has still the highest win rate on the lower parts of the ladder. You're currently seeing different styles of plays for Dagon available. The majority of them is trying to go for a lot of consume units, while the deck that we are running in this video is a swarm deck. That means that we are trying to have a huge amount of smaller bodies on the board to take advantage of various buffing effects and overcome the opponent with sheer force. To achieve such a goal you need cards that will create more units and also some carryover units for round 2 and 3, so there's always enough on the board for you to boost. Therefore, it is definitely not a surprise to see the Harpy package in this deck, one of the best cards for our target strategy. Harpies are spawning out of your deck, creating more Harpies on your board and are able to carry over power on bodies into the next round. In all-in-one package, that will play a huge role in your strategy. The other carryover cards are the EKIMMARA and the Earth Elemental, solid cards and the right choice to go here. To create multiple smaller units alongside your Harpies, you're also running the IFRIT and of course the gold stable Woodland Spirit. Both cards are good for additional damage and 3 extra bodies on the field, which will be enough to overcome any body count on your opponent's side and gives you the lead for your buffing tools. A higher body count is essential when you're going for YENNEFER, which is buffing or debuffing every unit on the board by 2 points. The higher your lead in units is, the more beneficial will be a YENNEFER play. Choose the right time wisely when you can achieve the maximum amount of value and you should be good to win the round. Furthermore, additional buffs are coming in the form of a Commander's Horn and the Silver Moon Potion, which can also be played in combination with the gold card VESEMIR. Right now you're not seeing too many direct counters to this specific deck build, so I hope you will give it a try and post your results in the comment section. Next up I will show you 2 games that I've played earlier with the deck, so stay tuned. Alright, for the start we have Dagon versus ARCHGRIFFIN, so Northern Realms currently one of the strongest classes to play, might be a bit tougher this matchup, but well anyway. We have one Harpy here, this one's definitely going back into the deck. We have triple Harpies, ARCHGRIFFIN, Woodland Spirit, VESEMIR. Let's see what the Harpy's bringing us. Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental, so with so many smaller Harpies we're just dropping one, getting the IFRIT. VESEMIR is helping us to buff the board. ALZUR'S double cross, with that we are just getting another ARCHGRIFFIN, so we could just, if we're playing against Northern Realms we do not really need the ARCHGRIFFIN. But we can use it to steal a card out of our opponent's graveyard. Still think we're dropping it, getting the YENNEFER, okay that's fine. So then we are just starting with the Earth Elemental. So the thing is, with the Radovid, lead ability can always lock. So I do not think that the Earth Elemental is surviving until the next turn. So he's normally just denying us the Death Wish. That we're then spawning 2 lesser Earth Elementals for the next round. So we're not keeping any points. Oh, he's playing the armor deck. So we're definitely then interested in getting the Stannis in our graveyard. And maybe if he's playing with a troll, we are also stealing the troll then. For now, we are just dropping the Harpy. Giving us the battering ram. So he's not waiting until the leader is coming. Because of the leaders on the board, this one is crewman, so the battering ram is dealing a bit more damage. Instantly targeting the little axe here. It's not a fan of the axe. We have then already a little lead. We are probably just going for the VESEMIR. Then we are buffing our board with a full moon potion. So all 6 units are getting buffed by 2. Which gives us a huge lead kinda, so you can expect that he's dropping something like 10 points or so on the board now. Maybe a bit higher, but we are still staying ahead. The YENNEFER should be really strong in this matchup, because normally he's not dropping too many units on the board if he's not going all in one round. And we should always stay ahead with that. Time is running out and it does not look like our opponent is willing to play another card. No, he is really passing. So card advantage of 1, you could say, but on the other hand we also have an Earth Elemental here. So we are keeping 4 points on the board, which he needs to overcome. I mean, should be easily doable. The question is just that we need to think about how long we want to play this next round. So Harpy is going back, we get the Commander's Horn. Yeah, that's a lot of points. So the question is really, do we want to drop more stuff right now? Do we want to invest more in this round? Or are we just chilling a bit and see what's going on here and doing everything then the last round? That's a lot of points. A lot of points we can do. We can do double weather with the Woodland Spirit with the Dagon. So we can get rid of a lot of points. Need to be careful here depending on what he's dropping, what kind of armor units. I think for now we're just passing. Let's just give him the opportunity to play one card and then we're going all in last round because our hand is relatively strong. And besides the Harpy, right now we have nothing to overcome. Battering ram. Is killing both units. That means 2 battering rams are out right now. Losing the round. And now the last and final round. Get another ARCHGRIFFIN. Probably I do not need you. And we're getting the ARCHGRIFFIN anyway with the ALZUR'S double cross, so let's just replace. We get, okay, that was even worse. That was even worse. We now have the Harpy in our hand. And the Harpy would just spawn out of the deck anyway. We already played 1 Harpy, so there's still 1 left in the deck. But that's costing us a few points. Especially if the round is so long, so we definitely would have triggered both Harpies. Alright, we're seeing the troll here, which is getting at the start of each of his turns, he's getting 2 armor and he's starting with 4 armor. So he's just interested in eating the armor later with some of the Doombanner heavy cavalries. Right now we cannot really prevent something like that, so we can just drop some weather here. And just sitting the Troller then. If we go for the Dagon or if you go for the Woodland Spirit. So let's start with the Woodland Spirit. Applying Fog then on the row, so that means the Troller should be the one that is getting the hit every time. So most likely he is staying there at the highest amount of points. And just like that we are also triggering the Harpy, and if we would have played the second Harpy here, the last one would have also spawned out of the deck. Oh, he's playing the Shani that early. Going for the battering ram apparently. No, the elite. Okay, he's going for the elite with 9 armor. So maybe that's then time for another weather. I mean, it's better to have that as early out as possible, right? Doesn't matter too much otherwise. Let's go. So we are also dropping then the. Let's see, we are dropping the fog here. So also that the armor is going down. And then if he is killing the armor with a Doombanner, this unit is getting buffed anyway, so then he's losing points. Okay, that sucks on the other hand. That just means the Redanian Knight here is getting buffed at the start of each turn because he's getting armor, and then we are getting rid of the armor and he's getting buffed again. So that is a sucker. Maybe the IFRIT is helping us in that regard. Let's try. Yeah, so he's still hitting it. Dang. The thing is with the Redanian Knight, not every deck is running that. Not every armor deck is running that, or only 1 or 2 copies. So you could have said here we can play just drop some fog and then the knight is not getting hit. On the other hand, chance for him to have the knight is not that high. The YENNEFER right now good for a lot of points. Is still probably we are getting more greedy. Yeah, he's giving me another card here, the Thala. Drawing one from his deck. I think we're just being greedy here and dropping more stuff on the board. Especially we want to play the Raw first before buffing the board. So we are probably just eating one of the units and then after that play the YENNEFER. Currently just has 4 units on the board while we have a bunch that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 units. That would be a huge difference. Oh, he's killing a bit. Killing one of the eggs. Okay, we are then getting rid of another egg here, I think. Yeah, let's go. Just dropping then the bear here with 11 points in the back. Am I going for the Yennefer next turn? I mean, you could wait longer, but the unit that you have in the hand are just dropping 1 unit each turn. So it's not like you're getting a huge achievement by that. So the Yennefer right now will be the best it's ever been. So I'm gonna drop that here in the middle row. We're then buffing the whole board with the Unicorn. Opponent's just getting buff on 6 units while we are getting so many. So it's 92 to 71. The Redani Knight is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We have the Marigold's Hailstorm here, so it shouldn't be that of a problem. If the row is just getting too big, we're getting rid of a lot of points. So easy peasy. You can still use the Radovid. You can still toggle 2 units locks. But right now it's not looking like he's doing that. So how about the Harpy? Just like that. Let's stop that here.
I told you so, you idiot.
There's another Redanian Doomburner Heavy Cavalry. It's sitting the Redanian Elite, so he's currently 3 ahead. Oh man, so we can now just drop an ARCHGRIFFIN if we like. Which is then just snatching, whatever we prefer. Let's just go for the battering ram here. Get that in our graveyard. Will be a very close game, I think. So the Commander's Horn is giving us another 20 points. The Hailstorm is probably getting rid of 30 or 40 points even. We will play that as a last card here. And we probably will target this row. He's now going for the Radovid. So that's 8 damage. We'll then just go for the ALZUR'S double cross, which is giving us another ARCHGRIFFIN for 10 points. Gonna drop that here in the back row. Plus we can just pick another unit. It doesn't really matter. Let's go for the battering ram again. So just like that, he's 3 points ahead. Has 1 more card to play. With a kinda decent chance, I think, that he has a Hailstorm in his hand as well. So it just depends on who is getting rid of more points. We're using the Commander's Horn. Ooh, okay. I want to use the Commander's Horn here in this row. Let's see. He has Sabrina Glevizik. Set all units on the row to the power of the lowest unit on the row. Which would be then the Unicorn. As a death wish. So if we use the Commander's Horn, can you still kill that? What do you have here? He has already played all the battering rams, hasn't he? Yeah, there's 1 on the board and we have 2 in our graveyard. So how can you kill this one? You've played the Radovid. Let's buff it. He's going for Geldart. Okay, so now we are down to 4. It's 119 to 116. We're getting rid now of a lot of points here in this row. So we have a huge advantage, but if he's able to kill the Sabrina, he's winning. Can he do that? Burn on Roach. Yeah, that's just 3 points, so he cannot do it. And we're winning the game. So he was going for the Burn on Roach here to kill the Sabrina. And with that we're winning by 3 points. Game 2. Dagon versus King Bran, facing some Skellige. Nicely done, triple harpies, yeah, so these are all going back into the deck, regardless of the other cards. Yep, that's the only thing we can do. We get a Harpy and a Yennefer and a MORVUDD. Is that good enough? Potentially is. So with the King Bran he can discard up to 3 copies from his deck and strengthen all units among them by 1. And that is normally then the case for a Queen's Guard deck, but maybe surprising us something else. Maybe just a full discard deck without Queen's Guard. Normally it's just Queen's Guard, we will see. Instantly playing the King Bran. We will find out what he's playing in just a couple of seconds. But let's face it, it will be Queen's Guard. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, that was Queen's Guard and some Ceres here. He's just playing the Queen's Guard deck. Which is fine, I think, so we shouldn't have too many problems with that. Dropping the Harpy now. Going then for the EKIMMARA, which is eating 1 of the Harpy eggs. So we're getting a huge boost on the EKIMMARA, plus we're keeping points through the EKIMMARA, through the Earth Elemental on the board. He's now discarding a bronze card, which will be, of course, a Clan and Trade Rider, so more points for him on the board. We are dropping the EKIMMARA, eating the Harpy egg. And I think we are going for the ARCHGRIFFIN relatively soon. Yeah, he's now buffing the Queen's Guard, so I kind of think we wanted one of the Queen's Guards in our own graveyard. So that should be more fun. Just stealing the 8 points here into our graveyard. Plus we are spawning another Harpy on the board. So right now, little in the lead. Oh no, don't steal back. He's stealing back. Oh, how mean of him. How mean is that? So should we steal again? We have with the Elders double cross, so I think that's a good time. The only bad thing would be if he has then, for example, a decoy in his hand, and he's probably using that again. So Queen's Guard again is getting ripped into the other graveyard. If he has a decoy, he can just play the Donna again. It's not looking like it. Going for the Spores. Resetting the EKIMMARA. Oh well. So now 3 points, so we are definitely not getting as many points as we used to. We are now playing the IFRIT, I think. So we could play the Full Moon Potion as well. And then get a bit more points on the EKIMMARA to just save it, or also save the Harpy egg for now. Yeah, let's go for the Full Moon Potion first. There we go. 49 to 27. There's a Queen's Guard. It's giving him a single Queen's Guard on the board, not too many points. It's 5 to 5, we're currently 10 points ahead. We will go for the IFRIT here, which is then dealing 3 points. We're getting more units on the board, which is just setting up the YENNEFER if we need to play the YENNEFER here. Probably he might just pass. Then we're not forced to play the YENNEFER, but if he's playing a unit here, he has 9 units on the board, while we are sitting at 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Plus the YENNEFER, plus the Shironex, so he's just passing. Which gives us then 5 to 4 cards. We are keeping 1 Harpy and 1 EKIMMARA on the board. So he still needs to play another card, and we are then even for the last round. Woodland Spirit. We probably will not play anything. I kind of want as much units as possible. And that will be Woodland Spirit, Harpy, and even the MORVUDD to have more value out of the YENNEFER. So we are just keeping the cards here. We are also keeping the MORVUDD because we might want to toggle something. We might want to deal the damage, so we're just passing. He just needs to overcome 7 points, which should be easily doable for him. So just another Bronx discard or something like that is good enough for him. Now he's going for counter or dim. Okay. How would you play that? Yeah, we got another card. Thank you for that. So the counter or dim is just a random effect, right? So you can draw a card, your opponent can draw a card. It's not really that useful. And just like that, we got another card in our hand. And I'm pretty happy about our Gales. Definitely. So we are now at 7 while he's sitting at 5. So was a huge gamble. I'm not sure why you play the counter. But well, in the end, we are the profiter of that. So we got another gold card. That just means we are dropping the VESEMIR. We're just dropping it. Because of the Gales, we are getting the VESEMIR anyway if we want to. Let's just drop it. We get... that is so bad. Just got another Harpy in our hand. Just like that. And he is instantly passing. So just because of the counter, it's more or less a concede. So we can just drop a Harpy if we like. And boom, the game is decided at this point. So thanks a lot, counter, for the extra card. It was a pleasure and we're winning the game.